Alright, share love to here, and we're checking out Rumbleverse, a new free-to-play game on the Epic Game Store. Now this is a wrestling-style battle royale game. So instead of having guns or whatever, you're using melee. You could jump off buildings to elbow drop from the top ropes type stuff. All the body shapes are pretty funny looking. Definitely trying to represent all body styles and people of all types in this game, it seems. So instead of popping off from a helicopter or a bus or whatever, and skydiving, we're getting shot out of this cannon, and then when we want, we press space to free fall. Now there's pickups all over the map. Some of them restore your health, some of them give you different special moves. Now I haven't been really into wrestling since, probably the late 80s or early 90s or something like that when I was a kid, watching Hulk Hogan and The Ultimate Warrior, wrestlers like that. And but I think if you're into wrestling and if you like Fortnite, definitely this is like a combination made in heaven for you, maybe. Uh-oh, this guy's got a bat. Uh-oh. So I haven't really got super used to the controls yet. This is only my second match so far. Okay, let's go. Oh boy. This is not good. How is this person just continually... Yeah. So whoever that was definitely knew the timing, because every time I would get up, they would be right on top of me. Looked like a Mexican wrestler mask, a luchador. Nacho Libre. So we're gonna press play F to play again. Now I noticed when I was joining into the game that there was quite a long login queue. Took maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to actually log into the game, and then maybe another 2 minutes before we got into a match. So maybe it's just because it's a new game, there's a lot of people trying to log in, maybe their servers aren't up to it quite yet. We'll have to see as this game progresses and they release more updates and whatever, maybe that login time will be cut down significantly. So there's my dead body still lying on the ground. Yeah, you could climb walls, you press F and you just climb up. The only thing is when you're climbing, you're vulnerable because you're not able to block or do anything essentially. So, but you could go to the tops of buildings. The level's not super huge, but because there's a lot of verticality to it, there's a pretty big playing area. The name of the city is Grappital City. So a play on words there instead of grapple. The mix of grapple and capital. Alright, so if we look on the far right there, we have a couple different control options. On the very bottom we have a health bar, 1,000 of 1,000, as well as we have a stamina bar. The stamina refills on its own if you hold out your block with the right click. Your stamina actually refills a lot faster. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, So I feel like this game, once you get used to the controls. Oh no, did we got timed out there? Network failure. That's a bummer. So we're gonna have to sit through that. Oh, what? We have to sit through a login queue again? Okay, so you can see our position right now is 9,863. Um, so this might take a minute or two. Maybe give us a minute, a little time to think about how we're gonna proceed here. Maybe chat a little bit. Another game I tried like that was kind of similar as far as characters go. Um, it was a Roller City or something like that. It was like a rollerblading game that Ubisoft had put out. It was a free-to-play game on the Epic Store as well. And the body types were very similar. You had like a mix of skinny and chunky people, and really representing the whole spectrum of body types. Often in media you see super fit or, beautiful people, and I don't think that's really representative of our society. So it's good to see, a mix of whatever, Um, it's not necessarily healthy to be too skinny or overweight, so it's not something we should maybe encourage. But at the same time, you don't want to make people feel left out or like, it does cause depression. It does cause stress for people. So I do get it, But if you feel satisfied with yourself, then you're not gonna try and get better, or you're not gonna try and improve, and that same could be said about anything. If you're gonna be a professional athlete, you have to have the motivation to excel, you know what I mean? And you're not gonna get that by thinking, oh well, I'm pretty good now. No, you're never good enough. If you wanna be the best, you're never good enough. You always have to keep improving. It's just part of life. So you can see our position has still not moved. It's, so this is a very long time to wait to log in for a game like this. All right, so after a while of waiting, I got impatient and popped out of there. So I just want to take a look at here in the Epic Game Store. You could see next week we're gonna have some free content for Rumbleverse. So maybe when we get the free content pack next week, I'll hop back in there and see if the servers are working any better for me. Um, yeah, I mean, so far it looks like an interesting game. It's free to play, always a good thing. You can try it out before you decide if you want to invest in any money into it. And yeah, like I said, an interesting blend of characters and different body types. Really nice, clean, colorful graphics, kind of like in the Fortnite vein, I would say. So if you're interested, check it out. It's on the Epic Game Store, Rumbleverse. Share love tea out. Until next time.